Okay, guys, so we're back at it again with another Fortnite Save the World weapon review. I'm gonna be reviewing the Ratatat machine pistol that they added in Save the World. Now, the Fortnite people, the developers, okay, they said that this is a machine pistol that specializes and it's really good at close range. Yeah, they were not joking, okay? Let's just get right into the review. This weapon just specializes at crazy damage at the close ranges and the close to medium ranges. And of course, I'm going to be reviewing this weapon using the review format that I link in the description below if you're interested in that. So like I said, this thing just melts opponents at close range, okay? I actually was playing on level 100 mission, level 100 repair the shelter, and I was also doing some pretty decent damage to level 88 husk. Okay, now the level 100 husk, I wasn't doing crazy damage because of course the weapon wasn't at 106, but that's the thing, right? Even though the weapon wasn't at 106, I was still doing a lot of damage to these, husks that are like way over the level of this beastly ass weapon. So the point is, this weapon is really good on the damage department. Now, what else is it good at? It's somewhat effective at the medium ranges, not super effective, but at the medium to like close ranges, it can actually sort of like hold down its own weight. Honestly, I were to say this is probably the ideal machine pistol for destroy the encampments, and in my opinion, it could even rival the Founders Revolt. Now, don't get me wrong, the Founders Revolt really good at crowd control. However, this weapon is just also really good at just eliminating husk very quickly. Okay, you ideally want to use your Founders Revolt for all of these weak husk, but when it comes down to a couple of husky husk and other targets, this weapon, the Ratatat, is just very good at it. I don't want to say it's better than the Founders Revolt. I just want to say it's a really good partner with the Founders Revolt. And keep in mind, I was not using Ranger Deadeye or Field Agent Rio for this review because I wanted to see how the weapon sort of performed by itself, without any boost, I guess you could say. The weapon has really good close range hipfire as well, and medium to close range hipfire, which makes the Ratatat very effective. It has a slowish reload, but that's the thing, that's the key word right there, slowish, because it's not slow. It's actually a really good, decent reload speed, and a reload speed that isn't really going to put you at a disadvantage. Like for example, the Vindertech Disintegrator shotgun has a really slow reload speed that will put you at a disadvantage. This weapon, that's not the case with it. The Ratatat has cost a 6 second of affliction damage when you damage an opponent, which means every time you reload the weapon, your opponents are going to be taking affliction damage, and they're probably not even going to get a chance to get to you, because by the time they get to you, your weapon's going to be reloaded, and they're probably going to be dead because of the affliction damage, okay? It has a 35 bullet magazine size, and it's honestly pretty awesome, okay? Now, I just want to point out, you could go with reload speed if you just want to dish out like some pretty fast damage. Reload speed actually helps out on this one. However, my style, I'm not going to be going with reload speed, I believe, because I do have an overall sort of like damage build. I'm really experimenting with the weapon. Like I haven't really decided 100% what's going to be the build that I'm going to sort of finish this weapon with. But the point is, I don't think I'm going to end up with reload speed. I'm going to be going with magazine size because the extra bullets, sort of always help out. And that's why, of course, I wouldn't recommend reload speed. But again, reload speed is a good perk. It has a really great magazine size, like I mentioned. So the magazine size perk sort of like isn't really necessary unless, of course, you sort of want that extra damage. Now the cons, okay, so this thing does next to no damage at medium to long ranges, and at long ranges it does literally 0 damage. This thing is just really bad at long ranges. Medium to long ranges, it starts being a little, like not a little bad, like bad, okay? And at medium ranges, like at exact medium ranges, sometimes I would probably say maybe 6 tiles far, the weapon doesn't, like, it just starts losing out the effectiveness, okay? It also has some really bad long-range hipfire as well, and the recoil on this thing, it's actually, it's pretty easy to control at the close ranges, but at the medium ranges, you're just going to start being inaccurate, okay? But long story short, I just really like the Ratatat. It's just really good. With that said, we're going to move on forward to the perk recommendations of the video right now. So with that said, let's jump right into that. Okay, so here we are with recommended perks. I don't want to spend too much time with the recommended perks, so I don't want to waste a lot of you guys' time. So let's just get right into it. I went with a straight damage build, and right here I'm going to put magazine size. But like I said, I'm still sort of experimenting with different builds for the Ratatat, okay? Because this weapon is just really good and there's a lot of possibilities with it. But let's start with one of my first possibilities. You can do critical rating, critical damage, play range or deadeye, which increases the critical hit chance of the weapon by like about 20%, and then you can do double magazine size. So that means you're going to have a super huge magazine size for close quarter and close to medium quarter encounters, and you're going to be landing a lot of critical hits just because what's the thing called, you're going to have a really long magazine size, which means you're going to have more chances of getting a critical hit with the Ratatat. Now you can go for an overall damage build with magazine size or reload speed, like I have right here, or you can go with a damage build that has headshot damage or reload speed and magazine size. Like I said, I would go with magazine size. Or you can go the crazy overpowered route. You can do critical rating and then of course double critical damage with of course magazine size, so you get critical ratings as fast as possible. I didn't go with a critical damage build because I already have the Wraith as a critical damage build, and I wanted something that put it out consistent damage. I think the final build that I'm going to go with this weapon, if I'm being honest with you guys, it's going to be magazine size and headshot damage perk right here. And that's pretty much it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my Ratatat weapon review. If you did, drop it a like. Check out the weapon reviews playlist for more weapon reviews. And I'm going to give this weapon a 5 out of 5 stars. Simply a must have because it's just the ideal machine pistol for close quarter engagements.